Stadium in New Jersey.
I realize we can send them something in the 2021 NFL season. It is the Christmas Day live stream. It is featuring the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the New York Giants from the MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Merry Christmas to all. Hope you have a great Christmas.
Daniel Jones and the New
We're
York
going to do
Giants
just this live stream today.
and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We welcome everybody to the Garden State EA Sports coverage of the NFL.
Let's just go and see it all after the game.
New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The longtime Panther Glenn Goddard has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Buccaneers, led by their new quarterback for 2020. Of course, you know the story by now. His 21st season, first in Tampa. It's Tom Brady.
I'm sure a lot of past teammates for Tom Brady in New England get tired of hearing the phrase, what would Tom Brady do if he's surrounded by weapons? That's exactly what he's got in Tampa Bay. He's got big-time receivers on the perimeter. You add in Rob Gronkowski at tight end. This may be the best-looking offense that he's ever played with. And now the question is, how quickly will he mesh with those new teammates and take command of his new offense?
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Brady, and this one caught by Cameron Brady. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's pass in Super Bowls 42 and 46. Brady now on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitz, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick in 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
Jones throwing on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in the play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones on first down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd 20. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down ball. For the gun, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked them up.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First and goal for the 3. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Over the time looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that mid-round field goal range. Punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time you can think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Here, we just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up the throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
When we talk about players blitzing all the time, I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and he'll get that to Fournette complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
Well, I can't get my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And brought down the number 4, reaching the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, he obviously went man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and it curls back inside for the completion.
This ball complete, Jones to Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Shootout big yardage, another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking. It's still sitting on 0 points.
It's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just under 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know they have time's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's a good catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and 4. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Trust is already thrown on his headset. He's out there. He said, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Gallman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this is going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's standing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. hit a wall, so to speak.
Got hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady on target there to Godwin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge steam going.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, falling like a lawn chair. Probably a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Brady. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he's going to have a first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards here as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they need to come up with something here on third down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Coleman. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Catch made by Slim. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
To win any route, you got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to make. I'm going to keep firing.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Dion Lewis there to make the grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom indeed. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. All level now at 10 apiece as the kicks away. Taken in the end zone. And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Right away, he'll look to throw. And break, the tight end's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. And the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Laundry on the field. There's going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's gone. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, and Brady has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Brady to his tight end, Brady, for the Tampa Bay first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fournette, a first down carry, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run the counter. It's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And New York set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gets you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle complete. That's Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive started with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible, but the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it float. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance, they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
Mike Evans and what he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. To throw is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Brady to throw. The 20. And this is caught. It's caught in by Gronkowski. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Brady gives this one out to Jones. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
And rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Suck up for the extra point. They go up by a total of 17-10. Just a play drive that time. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, You got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, he gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Right, there you have it. The Buccaneers and Eagles, 17-10 over the Giants. I'm going to end the stream, and I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully you guys have a great Christmas, and have a great day in the night.